Lunch is going to be a kimbap from Trader Joe's. It's my first time trying it. And I made some tea. And I have the fan going because it is really hot in my office. New glasses. Scissors for this. I've heard this is decent. I've never had it. Ooh. I wish I had some stuff to put on it, but I don't. This was emergency lunch because I did not have anything made. Falling behind in a lot of areas. It's green tea and cherry blossom. This one. I'm catching up on newsletter emails and stuff to inspire. Okay. Have to let it cool before I can have this stuff. This is too hot. It's a tofu kimbap. Get a little sticky. I think it's too hot. Oh no, it's falling apart. Oh no. Okay. I didn't think you needed to see me struggle. We're gonna wait on that to cool. But it is actually very good. I am impressed. I had heard they were nice. My mouth is a little burned. I'm gonna give it some time and try to separate them just to like make it easier. But yeah, our microwave is very weak, so I had to guess, and I may have overestimated how long it needed. So I'm gonna let that cool, and then I will eat my lunch. I'm gonna try again. It feels safe. That was really good. It has a little bit of sweetness, but not so much sugar. Not a lot of protein, but it is a nice little treat. And a quick little lunch. Hello, Figgy, Figgy. Hello. Well, that was a hellish commute. I just got home. It is 4:46 and I left my office at 3:12. Yeah, so there was some sort of accident on the highway, and that took way longer than I expected. I had to take all the local roads, and then I had to go to UPS to return a litter box that these two were scared of. Yes, they were scared of the litter box, so my efforts failed. I'm gonna feed them and then check in with you guys and go over. I guess it's a haul. I try not to call it a haul because I don't want to encourage that kind of a thing, but it is what it is, and that is what it is. Well, this is not the best shirt for this kind of thing, but we have the tiny mic on. I also made myself an Americano while I tell you guys my shameful confessions. So if you're new, let me make sure this is on. Yes. Okay. If you're new to the channel, I've been doing like a low/no buy, really budget accountability series on the channel for the last year. I look deathly pale in this lighting, so let me turn on. Okay, we'll call it okay. So I decided to bring you guys into what I'm going to think of as my shopping confession. It was Black Friday. Last Friday it was Cyber Monday. Didn't really buy anything on Cyber Monday, but I did buy stuff on Black Friday. There have been several unexpected purchases over the last month, and for the sake of accountability and being real, I'm going to show you guys what I bought. You don't need these things. I made the decision to buy these things. These are things that will either serve a purpose or bring some sort of joy or experience or improvement in my life, ostensibly, I hope. The first and the most expensive being I bought a new phone. I have only ever had 2 iPhones. I usually spend years between upgrades, and my last one, the one that I'm recording on now because I am a lazy girl, is actually an SE, the first model of the SE, which I can't even like get a rebate on because it's so old. So I'm probably just going to keep it. I usually do the trade-in for credit or the recycling, but given what we don't know future wise is going to happen with the state of technology and stuff, I'm going to keep this phone in case my mom needs a backup. So I bought the pink one. This is not the Pro, it's just the, what is this, the 16? Yes, it's just the basic 16. I considered the Pro, but for my needs, I don't need a 4K camera. Editing is already labor intensive and like resource intensive without it being 4K, and you guys don't need to see this mess in 4K. So I wouldn't have been recording with that capacity anyhow. So this serves my purpose. I got the 512 gigabyte. I know that the Pro also comes with like a terabyte one and all that. Yes, pros and cons. One Pro, I liked the pink, so it may not have the most fancy camera, but I liked how it looked, and that is important to me for reasons. But I also just felt like this suffice. It serves the purpose I need, which is to improve my camera quality. You guys are on a very old phone. Another thing will also serve to improve my camera quality over time, but the main goal was that should the cost of these things increase, this is a thing that I need. My last upgrade was in 2019. I've earned it, I guess you could say. And before that, I had a model from like 2012. So I think in terms of my keeping my smartphones for a long time and making it a sustainable purchase, like it'll earn its keep back. So I got like a $25 gift card because I also purchased, where goes the bag? The regular AirPods. I don't want noise canceling. I like being aware of my surroundings. I have noise canceling headphones for that reason, and I have earplugs. If I want noise canceling, I go to those. I like knowing what's happening around me. I like that sense of awareness. So these are just the base model. Mine are no longer holding a charge, so that is the reason why. They're also 4 years old. I also got them in 2019, so they've been used heavily. I use them on a daily basis, so this is a thing that actually, in my opinion, does improve my quality of life. I can use it to tone out just enough noise, but also still be aware of my surroundings, so I can wear them at work and not be like some of my coworkers who do have the noise canceling ones, and then like they're walking away from people and they just look like they're being rude even though they're not. It's just that they can't hear you. So there's that. But The two biggest purchases were this. So this was not planned in the sense that I knew I needed these. So this was, I guess, a little bit more planned. I wasn't planning to buy this quite yet. But like I said, with the unknowns being what they are in terms of like, will tariffs affect these things, which definitely, because most of our stuff does not come from the US. So I thought it was a bit wise to just buy it now than to have to pay twice or more the cost in a year or two or whenever it is that I next need them. Which is a theme with several of these purchases. Like I said, I wouldn't have bought these things necessarily if this hadn't been at the back of my mind. There's a little kitty cat behind me. Please, ma'am, move. Yeah, but please. Return. So the other two purchases that I made specifically for the sense of future proofing, which how future proof can you be? But for that purpose, I bought shoes because my sneakers are getting to the point where they're pretty worn out. I walk a lot. I walk many miles in them, and the soles are starting to get worn out to the point that I feel like they're affecting my gait a little bit. So shoes, on the off chance that rubber also becomes a commodity that we don't have access to. So that was that. These were on sale at DSW. That's when I bought them. So there was that. And then also for the purpose of improving camera quality, I have like an actual camera that I also use to record, and sometimes I mix the footage from the two. But that camera is older than this phone, so the quality is worse. I record a lot of my budget videos on that camera, just because it's a little bit easier to like pull the footage off of the SD card, but the quality is lower, so I have to balance that out. So I decided to go for, this is the Akaso, the Brave LE, 7 LE. I decided to go for this. It was on sale. My dream would have been to buy the DJI, I think it's called the Osmo, but we don't have DJI money right now, not after purchasing the phone. So I figured this was a good compromise. I'll be able to get some, sorry, I keep knocking this. I'll be able to get the sense of whether or not I enjoy using this kind of a camera, and if I do in the future want to upgrade for something like fancier, more expensive, whatever, then I can do that. The specs on this were good. They meet my needs. I think this one records up to 4K, but like I said, you guys do not need to see me in 4K or any of the situations. And it brings the underwater like protector thing, on the off chance that I decide to do some fancy recording at the beach or something like that. It brings like all the little gadgets that attach to it. The only thing it doesn't bring was the it's like a harness, but I don't think I need that, so that's fine. No harnesses for me. Another purchase that I made, and this is more of the like more of the aesthetic, bring me joy type of purchase than the usefulness, but I guess it has its usefulness too. I bought a blouse. I bought a pink blouse. It's just really floppy and you can't really make much sense of it unless it's on the body, but it's fitted at the waist. It's got a nice French cuff situation happening here. I love these kinds of buttons. And it's like a nice little blush color, which is a color that I like on me, but I don't have much of in my closet. Putting it back in the bag to protect it from the cat's hair situation. So for the most part, that was just because I realized that I don't have very many blouses. I was going out for an evening, like outing with coworkers, and I was looking through my closet and struggling because I have dresses, but it wasn't quite a dress occasion or event, and I didn't really want to look like I was going to work, so I didn't want to wear one of my work outfits, and I kind of just couldn't find like a nice blouse in my closet that would make sense. Like I had button downs but not blouses, and I was like, maybe I decluttered a little too hard last time I decluttered, so I did purchase a blouse that had been on my wish list and it went on sale, so I took advantage of that. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of clicking and sounds on this because I'm unconscious of the fact that this is on here, and I might be making more noise than I intended to, so apologies for that. This is the real Black Friday shopping haul. While we were picking up the phone, because I did actually go to the actual Apple store to pick it up, I took a little browse and I made a few purchases. So this is really where my shopping confessions comes in. So these are things that I didn't necessarily need, but they will improve like my sense of self, my comfort, my ability to, like look a certain way, etc. So more aesthetics with a little bit of the practical, because none of this I think is necessarily like completely wasteful. So one, I got this little sweater. I like stripes. You can't really see the detail very well. It looks more like blue and white on camera, but it's actually like dark navy, and in certain lights the color of the stripe looks like a grayish blue, and in other lights it looks more like a green, like a foam green type of color. So it's one of those colors that back in the day they would have those weird memes of what color is this? Many ASMR sounds right now. So that was one purchase. Another purchase, this was actually much needed. So I like cardigans from Banana Republic. I am a librarian. Cardigans are part of the uniform, let's just say. So this is just plain black. It's their forever sweater cardigan. I've had these over the years. They do last long. Mine has already, I think mine is like 10 years old by now, so it's already faded to the point where there are times where I'm wearing it and I'm wearing a pair of black pants and I'm like, oh, this looks kind of like dark charcoal now. So I had been looking for a black one. I had actually been trying to find one like used on Poshmark or ThreadUp, but I kept not finding my size, or finding like my size but in a different color, just not the blacks. So I think this was like 60% off. It was like 20 some odd dollars or 30. So I just went for it and bought it. So that is actually more of a serves a purpose, practical, will last me for years. And I think that's one of the things that you'll notice is that when I buy something like the phone, like my old camera, like my old sweaters, I buy things with the purpose of using it for a long time. I'm not trying to upgrade in a year. I'm not trying to make this thing obsolete. There are other pieces of clothing that I would like to buy, but at this point, I'm like, depending on what happens health-wise, my body might change, so maybe not now. I'm okay with the clothes I have. Should I need to change it, we will change it. I bought a bra at Aerie. I will not show you that, but I did buy a bra. And I also bought some leggings. Now, one of the things that I am guilty of is buying like cheap leggings on Amazon. And I recently bought some nice leggings and I realized, you know what? There's something to be said for buying nice leggings. So I bought just like a basic pair of the crossover leggings. What are these called? These are called the Offline leggings from Aerie. I like their stuff. It's cozy. It lasts long. This is a good material. So I'm hoping that this will last longer than the cheap stuff. And then the last item in my didn't really need it haul is a Kipling bag. They had a buy two sale, so it was like buy two for $50. I bought one for my aunt. I don't think she watches these vlogs. If she does, now it's too late, but I'm hoping she doesn't watch these things. So this is just like an envelope style. It's got two pockets. I could use this to go out, so I'm keeping the pink one for myself, and I got her a different color. I guess I won't say that now, just in case, on the off chance that she does watch these things. So that is what I bought. This is everything except for one item. Please hold. This serves no purpose but to bring me joy. And it's a natural story, blind box character. It's a little demon. I just thought it was cute. She looks like a cloud. She's got a tiny moon on her chest. Look how cute she is. She's got little demon ears. I don't know. I just really liked it. I thought it was cute. And that is my confession. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully be posting the actual budget video sometime in the next week or so. I need to tally up all the purchases I made. So when that happens, I will be posting it, and these will be included in that. I definitely went over budget for the month. The goal has been to be aware of what I'm spending on, and I'm definitely hyper aware of the money I spend, including the cash I've spent on supplements this month. So it has been a very spendy month. Definitely went over. I definitely had to dip into both savings and my cushion to be able to make these purchases. As I said before, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I just like being aware of where I'm putting my money and what I'm doing it for. So that's what we have here. I will check in with you guys tomorrow for day 4 of Vlogmas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I don't want to get up. It's so cozy. But I hear the cats making demands. They're out the door. And I have to go to work. So we're going to be mature about this and get out of bed. Hello. She always follows me to the bathroom. Good morning. I'm up, and that is a feat. So it's Wednesday. Yes, it's normally my work from home day, but because it is the week before finals, which we call release week, I don't know if that's a thing everywhere, but it is at our place. I am hosting. It's not really hosting, it's more of a passive event at the library, but I have to set up. So I can't take my usual work from home day, but I also have, I guess it's a workshop / conference that I signed up for. Like we paid for this thing, it's professional development. So I will be doing that in the office instead of at home, which would have been my original plan. I have my collagen coffee and toast with butter because I have not been in the mood for like heavy breakfast. It's nice and chilly. This gives me the warmth I need. And yeah, it's really all that I've been wanting to have in the mornings. So this is like a very typical breakfast for me. Like going back to my childhood, like very typical Cuban breakfast. It's just like coffee and toast. It's what we do. I'm gonna have my toast and then I'm gonna get dressed. And because it is like 55 degrees outside, I am taking full advantage of the weather and wearing sweaters as long as I can. I wore that polka dot sweater yesterday. That's like 2 years old, I think, from Target. I think I'm gonna wear maybe a black turtleneck that I bought recently. I love a turtleneck or a mock neck. So that's probably what I'm gonna wear. We'll see how it fits, feels in terms of the heat. Or, lack thereof. Like my office can get hot. So I always have to think about that. Like it's cold outside, it's hot inside. It's the reverse of what usually happens. So I can't be too warm because then if I can't take off the outer layer and somebody in the office has messed with the thermostat, then I will suffer. So I'll see what it feels like. First, breakfast. Well, it looks like I'm going to be alone with setup today. I just got a message from one of the girls in the office that she's out. She was the person who helped me yesterday. And I think our other person is still on vacation. And our other person who works hybrid is also sick. So I may be the last one standing, which unfortunately is not uncommon. I am often the last one standing because I'm the head of the department for now, maybe for not long. I don't know. That is a story for another day. So I'm gonna get dressed and get to work. I just turned around and this is what I find. I don't know what they're up to, but I don't have time to make the bed, so they'll get to cozy on up all day. So, makeup, black on black outfit, and shoes with book socks. I just got to the office. That was an hour-long drive. It was bad traffic. I wish it was better, but now I'm going to set up for my event. Back in the office. I have the online conference starting at noon, I think. So I'm going to try to get some work done in the meantime. Where's my calendar? I can't open this, good lord. Yeah, so it's from noon to 4. I also have to do online chat at 2 o'clock. So I've got a few things to do. And then tonight I have my writing group. It's our second meeting. We'll see how that goes. We're all fairly new to each other, so we're still getting to know one another. But I think today we're going to start talking about what we're working on. At least I think 2 of us are presenting tonight. Not me, but I need to check in with them and see what the Zoom link and all that business looks like. I really want to go out this weekend to a bookstore. I have that bookstore vibe. So if I'm going to do that, I need to catch up on a few tasks that I am behind on, including updating the headings for the draft. I need to finalize that so I can finally hire a proofreader, and setting up the ebook draft that I'm going to read, book 2, in order to do the big developmental edit, which is like the full read through as a reader and where I want to make changes and stuff like that. So my goal is to finish that much faster than the previous process, but the previous process was also drawn out by the fact that I was looking to traditionally publish, and now I am going the indie route instead, so that changes things slightly. I'm hoping that I've also streamlined my process over time. Just this will be like the 5th book that I've edited completely, and like I think at that point the 10th draft I had written. My numbers may be wrong, but time and experience has improved my process. I can at least say that. So in theory it should go faster, but in practice we'll see how it goes. I do keep track, and I am able to then like see how that progress changes over time. So that's the plan. So I'm going to get to work, get some stuff done, and hopefully be able to put this out by tonight so that you guys can see this by the time you wake up wherever you are in the world. These vlogs are going up at midnight on the day of. So if I'm doing 2 days at a time, it's going up on like essentially the 3rd day at midnight. So for this, it'll be midnight on the 5th, Eastern Standard Time, which is where I am, but either today or tomorrow for you. Made myself a little bit of hot chocolate. I have the fan on because it gets stuffy in here, but it's also cold. So I just wanted something warm. I could put my heating pad on, but that might make me a little too warm. So balancing out the is it too cold or is it too hot situation. It's cute. I don't normally use these cups, I use my own, but I was feeling particularly lazy today. This is hot chocolate from yesterday that was left over because we were giving away hot chocolate to the students. It's very nice. Might do some more of that tomorrow if I have backup, because I just can't today with the webinar and all the stuff I have to catch up on. So there's students using the room. I wanted to record it, but they're in there, so I don't like to record when the students are around. And there are students coloring, which is always nice to see. I bought a large coloring page. I feel like they're a little bit shy about the big coloring page. They're using the individual coloring pages more. Some of them have left them behind, so I might put those up on a board somewhere maybe during next week. I might just keep up the coloring stuff throughout finals week as well. That is a thought. It'd be easy enough to do. I might just keep this going until next week. We get fewer students through actual finals week, but they're around. They might enjoy it, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Next year, I might do the whole month leading up to finals week, but that is to come. I feel like the winter finals week always feels like it needs to be more cozy, whereas the finals week in the spring, as it leads into summer, just kind of has a different vibe. So I don't know how it'll work out in the spring, but for now it's quite nice. Okay, so lunchtime has arrived. I'm gonna have this before the conference officially starts. I have been catching up on email and doing all that mess. I brought this is salmon, not tuna, and rice, seaweed, and the last of my Halloween Reese's pumpkins. This was just a quick little meal because I just haven't done a good job of meal prepping this week. So more protein than what I had yesterday at least. Yeah, I will mix this up. I put some sriracha, mayonnaise, something else, can't remember now. Soy sauce, there we go. Into the tuna. I have a pack of these at home that I need to use up. This is a very simple sort of meal, deconstructed sushi roll essentially. It's just canned salmon, so makes it quick, makes it easy. I'm gonna have this, drink water. Sorry, take the supplements, and then just log into the meeting at noon. So that gives me 15 minutes. I'm back home. Hour-long commute is done. It took about 50 some odd minutes, I think, this time around, maybe a little bit longer. It's now 4:32. I will wrap up, check email for the rest of the day, and answer any pressing questions. Have to finish one of the sessions of the workshop because even though an hour-long commute is bad, it just gets worse as the day progresses. So I do a hybrid schedule where I split my day, come home, and continue working. I'm heating up a small snack to have, and then I will also have a workout and get ready for my evening. My goal is to update my budget. There it goes, air fryer just stopped. So my goal is to update the budget so I can record that video for next week or maybe this weekend. My schedule is kind of off because of Vlogmas. And after that, I will make a light dinner because I probably won't have much time, and do the mastermind group. So I'm hoping that goes well. Like I said, I'm still new to this group, so we'll see how it goes. Everybody was nice last time, so I'm hoping to make some nice connections there. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna check out now. check in with you guys tomorrow, and if all goes well, this will be edited and up by midnight tonight / tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Bye.